Budget tin top time at Mondello Park with the patch tyre equipment Fiesta Zetec Championship. Plenty of experience on the front row as Michael Fitzgerald is on pole alongside Andy Kavanagh. 5-second board is up and away we go. Fitzgerald gets a good start. Andy Kavanagh goes with him though on the outside. Murray all on his own in third place. Then the two protagonists, that's Kellett and Purcell, who've been at each other all year. There'll be more great racing. Wayne Laverick with a good start down the outside though in the blue car with the two white stripes. Fitzgerald takes the lead. Laverick goes through. Amy Woods goes through. New sponsor for her, the Russell's Gin Emporium. There's Patch, the racing driver as he calls himself, Brian Matthews, for Patch Tyre Equipment. Right at the back there, great supporter of this series. Oh, great on board. Looking back at William Kellett and already side by side with Owen Purcell. That's where he spent most of the season. That's 47 Darren Lawler just getting ahead of Laverick on the run down to turn 3. Great shot of them all coming in now, but look at that battle for fourth place. Kellett and Purcell, they've been known to do laps of this entire circuit side by side. Kellett gets it on this occasion down the inside and takes that place. Mark Meanahan going through there. Mark O'Donoghue, last year's champion, having a run out in one of the Speedworks cars, and those two cars right in the middle of all the action too. Right at the back, Brendan Fitzgerald, this car he just bought last night. He's starting at the back. Let's see if he can make any progress. Ruth Nugent in there too, the one of the Mondello Park Orange Army, one of the marshals making her race debut in this class this year, and has been going very nicely. So a great pack of these budget tin tops heading up towards the long right-hander. Pretty much standard spec, these cars. A lot of safety equipment, roll cage and Yokohama tyres, but that's pretty much about it. Purcell down the outside. Kellett takes it back though just about as they go through paddock corner there. Nobody bothering Fitzgerald. He leaves the door wide open. He's got a gap, or has he? Because Kavanagh with a last minute stab down the inside. Good stuff from Andy Kavanagh now. And Kavanagh takes it and covers it on the way out. So Andy Kavanagh now leads. Or does he? Because Fitzgerald just drives up alongside him here on the main straight. Murray in third place. We've got a grandstand view of that one. And Fitzgerald could have put the indicator on. Just drove straight by Andy Kavanagh and took the lead back on the main straight. Then covers it down into turn 1. There's Purcell again firing it around the outside of William Kellett, and he's right round. Purcell has already won this championship. He's done the majority of the winning this year in the trailer company car. There he goes right out to the outside. They give each other racing room, these two, but just about the width of a Fiesta and no more. Watch this now. Can Kellett go back at him down into turn 3? If he does, you can be sure Purcell will sit round the outside. On board with Purcell round the outside of turn 3. There's Kellett out the right hand side there, door handle to door handle. Classic saloon car racing as ever from these two. And on the way out once again, Kellett leaves him room on the outside. Even a little wave there as they head down towards the S's, and it looks like Purcell will get it back on the inside because it's very hard to sit around the outside of this off-camber left-hander. 76 there, Colin Murray going beautifully, a newcomer to the series. Kellett round the outside again, they're side by side. Mark Johnson wants a piece of the action now, 21, he's down the inside, he's come from well back on the grid, Johnson, and that's compromised, I think Kellett now, and left him on the outside here, or has it? He's going to try and fire it across the bows, and he does, but he has to leave a little gap there. And Purcell's off, Kellett's off. Over-commitment from both of these drivers. And there's Johnson now up the inside, or down the outside, I should say, and Darren Lawler going with him. Laverick now smells a bit of an opportunity here and gets down the inside. So classic racing from these Fiestas. Remember, just about €2,000, and you could be on this grid. They're incredibly cheap. This time, the silver car getting a run now. That's Murray on the outside. He's got the nose ahead of Kavanagh, but surely Andy Kavanagh will come back at him down the inside. Let's have a look. He does. Kavanagh late on the brakes, the ex-Formula V racer in the Miles Plus car there, just hanging on to that second place. But he's under big pressure. He's defending, and that will let the leader get away. Kavanagh hasn't been out much this year in the Archer Motorsport car. Well, just a little missed apex there. That cost him a little bit of time up the hill. But he loves racing in these Fiestas. And raced V's many years ago, got married, had kids, has come back just for a little bit of fun. And isn't he going so well today in second place as he comes down into Bridgestone Corner? Murray right with him, and again Kavanagh goes wide. Murray with a tighter line should get a run on the way out. Indeed he does. He gets alongside and may get ahead now on this drag up the hill. Kavanagh will surely have a go back though as they come into the long right-hander. He's just got the nose far up ahead. Enough, or has he? Colin Murray with a brave move launches it round the outside. Oh, they both go a little bit wide, and look at this. The new champion gets a run at both of them. Purcell gets alongside Murray, gets alongside Kavanagh now as they head down this long back straight. Up to almost maximum speed here for the Zetecs through this little kink left-hander, and we're back on board again with Colin Murray, who gets a little bit of help from somebody else. It's all getting very fraught now down into 7A and B. They're both it's two abreast and two abreast against Scandinavian flick for Murray this time, and somebody else obviously giving him a little bit of help. That was Mark Johnson that got by him there. So now as Owen Purcell begins to ease away, great looking back from Kellett, big dive now for Johnson, and Andy Kavanagh not quite managing to hold on to that place around the outside, so that's another place gained for 21 Mark Johnson in that beautifully presented car there. and coming right up to show the GTX stickers to William Kellett. Give him a little kiss on the back bumper as well. That sends Kellett wide. Does it allow Johnson to get up the inside? Not quite on this occasion. So Kellett hangs on in the Tyre Brigade car right up over the inside curb and a little bit out over the exit curb and cutting grass there. You really have to be so committed to drive these little Zetec Fiestas on the limit. Standard suspension on these cars. They've got a lowering spring, but they're using standard shocks. They're very, very cheap to build. They're very cheap to run. Look at this, a little bit of elbowing in the background between Murray and Andy Kavanagh. They've both been shoehorned back just a little bit, but red flags are out. Red flags are out. Owen Purcell not happy with that. He would have fancied his chances of hauling in Fitzgerald because he was up to second place, but there's why. That's Mick O'Dwyer on his roof there in the XTI Autos car, and the GTI car right in there with him, but there's no problem. They're both absolutely fine, and the rescue crew, as ever at Mondello Park, are there incredibly quickly to make sure the drivers are okay. So as ever with a red flag, the results go back one lap. So Michael Fitzgerald takes the win, Colin Murray gets second place, Andy Kavanagh third, Purcell in fourth, Kellett in fifth, and Mark Johnson in sixth place.
So third place, well done.
Thrilled with it, yeah. Surprised, but thrilled, absolutely.
Well,
fantastic.
great,
Busy
yeah.
race, very busy race.
So you have quite a lot of trophies in your hand, well done.
Thank you very much. We're delighted to win today, and to thank the team as I did earlier, and make sure that everyone gets mentioned. Johnny, Daniel, Stelt Motorsport Ireland for doing a great job in the car, prepping it to the highest standard. They gave us the win today as well. It's a team event. There'd be no winning if you hadn't got the mechanics to look after the car.